Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the 1st quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time...
Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Kick is good. The offense has 3. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll test the right side. Open space at the 25. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Still looking on the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, that didn't... The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And a big return after this. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. A fair catch is made. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Raiola. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Take the return out of the equation. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna let it fly, and it was worth the gamble. This is incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
This time he's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll just keep slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to pass. It's Golden. Fires into traffic, picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hand. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The Huskers get enough for the first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
They're trying to get to it. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Huskers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing it intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown.
Are you kidding?
First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Golden. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting close to touchdown.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys
looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work.